So what I have here is a full auto 6-round rubber band gun. Lego Technic, obviously. But yeah, so as you saw in the slow-mo clips that I provided, you can see that I shot a target full auto with 6 rubber bands, and also just one to test, I guess. But yeah, so I would kind of say that this is kind of like a Glock, but it doesn't really look like one, and it only has 6 rubber. It can only hold up to 6 to 7 rounds, rubber bands. That is, instead of like 30 round magazine or however many Glock magazines hold. So yeah. So as you can see, this is the mechanism right here. So you can see that the trigger is connected to this axle and it goes to this little arm, and this is basically what's keeping this from firing any moment. So yeah, so it's holding there and it's staying in place, so it's keeping this little arm from turning, which turns this gear system, which is connected to this gear, which is where all the rubber bands are connected. Yeah, it is pretty bulky. The entire mechanism sticks out maybe like 3 to 4 studs, but it's either bulkiness or just slimness, fancy looks. But yeah, this mechanism is not mine. This mechanism was completely copied. I'll link the video tutorial that I used to build this. But the gun I pretty much modified. I added this grip, which I've changed a few times. I added this trigger guard, and I've extended this barrel for more oomph, for more power, because I noticed after a few times of shooting this that when you shoot just one rubber band, it really isn't that powerful. Like, it doesn't even hurt at all to shoot when you shoot your hand. So I extended the barrel so then it would give rubber bands more tension when they grab on. So yeah, it hurts fairly. It, like, I don't know, it kind of stings like a pinch. But yeah, there's not really much else to say about this rubber band gun, except this is 6 to 7 round capacity, depending on what kind of gear you use. I tried expanding this and tried adding a 40 tooth gear so I can have maybe a bigger capacity and more clearance so these rubber bands don't get stuck in here. But that only made it harder to shoot and a little worse. So this is probably the best gear you can use for it, even though it has a pretty low capacity considering it's full auto. But there is a way, if you have a fast finger, then you could probably shoot semi-auto, but I've tried it and the tension from these rubber bands turns the gear too fast to be able to catch each rubber band. So yeah, I guess it's full auto. Another thing to mention is it's pretty impractical. This is pretty much just for just target practice or whatever, because it takes forever to load. It takes a good 2 minutes to load because of just precise loading, because as you can see, each rubber band is distant from about 3 to 4 teeth, because the rate of fire is pretty fast. It's really hard to tell like the delay between each rubber band firing. So if you have just like each rubber band right next to each other, like no spacing whatsoever, then it'll pretty much just be like a burst fire. Like all rubber bands will go at one time, and you can barely notice the delay between each rubber band. There will be a delay, but it'll be very short, and it'll just be like all rubber bands are firing at one time. So if you want that full auto feeling, like da-da-da-da-da-da, then have each rubber band spaced by 3 teeth. I'll show this gun shooting a couple more times, and there's not really much else to say. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you want any more information on this gun. Again, I'll link the video tutorial for this gun. Leave a like if you liked it. subscribe. Yeah, you don't need to watch these videos. They don't really have any meaning, so I don't know. I'm gonna head out.